Although the time is 5:37, hopefully by the time kiddos are heading to the bus stop, people heading out to work, some of this will be out of there.
Yes, we are watching the back edge of the rain move through, but it's just a reminder that the severe weather threat's not over until that last drop of rain is through, and that's what we're seeing in areas just to the south right now. So let's get to it. Here's the radar picture as things stand right now. The heaviest of the rainfall up towards the north right now, up in the Milledgeville area. This is going to be down towards Irwinton as well, and this is the back edge of the rain moving through Macon. So the severe weather threat coming to an end in Macon and in Warner Robins, but still hanging on to this tornado watch down to the south. That's going to be Dublin, Crisp, Pulaski down towards Dodge County as the back edge continues to move through down there. And if we slide this down just a little more towards the south, let's go down to Worth County. This is near the Sylvester area. And look, I mean, the radar picture does not look threatening at all, but when we take a look at what's going on in the atmosphere right now, there was a quick spin up tornado, it does appear, in parts of Colquitt County and in Worth County, and that's what we're seeing here on the velocity right in that area right in there. Now that was much stronger about 5-6 minutes ago, which is what prompted the warning, but we get these other little notches in here, and that's what we're going to be watching through the morning hours, and that's why we've got that tornado watch in effect until about 9 a.m. I don't think it's going to last that entire time, but it is going to hang around for at least the next little bit. Also continuing to add to the rainfall across the area. You can see we've got upwards of an inch of rain in several spots, and in fact 2 inches in parts of Monroe County. We're going to continue to add to that as the back edge of the rain continues to push through. So not everybody is in the tornado watch. It's Dooley, Crisp, Pulaski, Wilcox, Dodge, and Telfair counties, and that's going to run for the next little bit. You can kind of see the front in terms of where the arrows are on here as well. It's from Macon down to Montezuma, Americus. Notice how the winds have shifted on the backside, now have a northerly component still coming out of the south the further east you are, and that's thanks to the warm front that came through during the overnight hours. Now, the front's going to slide through later on this morning, and we are going to be smooth sailing once we get to the afternoon. Temperature is actually going to fall all the way to about the noon hour, then warm up briefly this afternoon before we fall a lot into the evening hours tonight. Overnight lows down into the 30s for your Friday morning. And then once we get into Friday afternoon, only talking about 50s out there, no more 60s. And that's going to be the case as we roll into the weekend and into next week. So Saturday, watching the model trends on this, a few of the models trying to pull a few showers up into the southern reaches of our area. As of now, I'm not too sold on it, but we'll continue to watch that in the days ahead. Regardless, Sunday will be drier and clear and colder, talking about highs potentially only in the 40s on Sunday. Then into next week, I think we stay dry for the most part. Most of the rain we will see will be down to the south of us. The mornings also turning much colder. We're talking about 45 by the time we get to later on tonight. That's down to 38 for Friday morning. But then by the time we get to Monday morning, hello, 26 degrees before all is said and done. And that is on top of our shortest days of the year. Now, the shortest day will be the winter solstice. That's going to be on December 21st. But as of today, 10 hours and 1 minute of daylight. That's down to 9 hours and 59 minutes. And then we'll continue to add to daylight once we get into the new year. As for today, temperatures dropping down into the 50s later on this morning before we rebound later on this afternoon. A high temperature of about 62 or so for the afternoon. Technically, our high will have been back at midnight. Sunrise is at 7:29. And an early look at your Christmas forecast. Here it is. That is not a typo. Highs, low 40s, lows, low 20s. This Christmas shaping up to be very cold and dry here in central Georgia. There's your 7-day forecast. Cold and dry as we head into the weekend as well. How about a high of 49 on Sunday and overnight low of 26 Monday morning. First day of winter comes your way on Wednesday with a high of 56.